regardless of level, that makes the most sense for you? Give me kind of your thoughts and your ideas on that.
No doubt. I think you go where you play, where you're going to play. I think a
Exactly.
lot of guys look at the name of the school and, obviously with this social media stuff and guys, you have guys that go high major, but you got to go to a place where you're going to go play, where you're comfortable with, not what your parents are comfortable with, what you're comfortable with, and
So
where you're going to be
you just hit the nail on the head there.
and where you're going to play.
All right, so we got the starting lineups for Combine Academy. We got number 1, Detaglian Brown. Number 3, Rajon Blackwell. Number 4, Toya Solomon. Number 5, Josh Ado. Number 21, Jordan Black. Combine is wearing the black uniform with the green and white trim going to from left to right. For TSF, we have starting number 23, Jordan Wilmore. He is headed to Missouri. We got number 30, Kai Sotto. Kind of up in the air if he's going to end up going to college or if he's going to go pro or if he's going to stay next year. We'll delve a little deeper into that as the day goes on. We have number 11, Kenny Burns, who played at Wheeler, now is over at TSF. We have number 4, Darren Patrick. And we have number 10, Jalen Galloway. And they are wearing white with the black trim going from right to left. Big fella right there with the jump hook. Talk to us a little bit about I think he caught your eye when we walked in the gym.
He's huge, Coach. He is huge. He is a big fella.
Yes, he is.
I'd like to see how he changed the ends of the floor and how he, established some post presence here. With TSF having these two bigs over 7 foot, I would imagine they're going to do a lot of going inside against this team. But these guys going to have to get back in transition because it looks like Combine came to play, and they look like they want to get up and down.
They do, and if I'm Combine and I'm smaller, I want to make the game up-tempo and play fast pace and see if these big guys, like you said, can they change ends of the floor? Can they guard in the pick and roll? Can we beat them down the court? So it's going to be interesting, who's going to impose whose will on the other one. Traveling violation on Kenny Burns right there. Looked like he got caught in the air. Didn't know if he wanted to pass it or if he wanted to shoot it.
Okay, we got a little press here, Coach. Let's see how Combine handles this press.
Interesting pressing with the 2 7-footers.
Yeah. Good cut.
Nice cut, nice pass. 21 has made 2 really good plays for Combine. That's Jordan Black. He's a 2020 6'7" forward. Nice cut by number 3. That's Rajon Blackwell. Got a couple Division II offers. Coach said he had 27 against Spartanburg Methodist, so he's a guy who's been playing pretty well for him.
Nice looking shot on number 5 there.
That's Josh Ado. He had 37 in the last game. He has 3 Division I offers. Bucknell, Holy Cross. Nice pass by nice pass and finish to Kai Sotto right there. You got to offer to Bucknell, Holy Cross, and Citadel. So Coach said Josh Ado is probably his best player and most consistent scorer.
Okay.
Little dribble handoff action at the top. Trying to see if Wilmore can guard off the dribble handoff.
I like this Jordan Black kid. He's aggressive this morning. This afternoon.
Long. Looks like he could be a big wing or he could be a 4 depending on what level he goes to. But he can, put the ball on the floor. He made a nice pass on a cut. He's given us a little bit of everything so far. And he should be a matchup problem because he has a 7-footer guarding.
He does have a 7-foot guard. I want to see TSF see if they can come down here and get something established on the inside of the post. Maybe get to the foul line or get some easy baskets.
What you would think, when you have 2 7-footers is you would think, guys are going to try to pound it inside, go a little bit of high-low, maybe run some cross-screen action, see if they can get some switches with the little guy guarding the big guy, but definitely want to play at a slower tempo and play inside out.
No doubt. I mean, whatever switch they get with their size, they should be able to score. It's a mismatch.
With anybody in the gym. And it's hard to overthrow the 7-footer, too.
It is. It's tough pass. Probably should have came off one more dribble. Usually when guys come off ball screens, they want to come off one dribble. You need to come off and try to attack to see what you got and maybe draw some help and maybe be able to get the roll guy.
Then you also stretch the big guy out so that when the dive happens, you can find out what's going on the weak side. Are they going to tag? How are they going to guard that weak side action?
Good move.
I like Jordan Ado.
Yeah, Jordan Ado, not bad. Stepped out of bounds.
I see that happening more and more often at every level, even in the NBA. How do guys not recognize what part of the court they should be on?
Footwork, coach. Footwork.
I just don't remember that happening to me that much when I grew up.
Hell, we weren't allowed to shoot as many threes as these guys. Now, I shot a lot of them, coach, but these guys, they
they take it to a whole nother level.
Yeah, they putting it up these days. Wasn't a great possession there by TSF. They seem to be a little bit rushed and offensively, which they shouldn't be.
Quick jump shot by Darren Patchett right there. And, you know, what we talked about earlier was trying to get the ball inside and play inside out, and they haven't had the opportunity. They haven't shown the ability to do that yet. Nice deep three. That's the Italian Brown with the deep NBA three. Shot that with confidence, too. He did. Good rebound by the big fella. I would like to see him go up right there. Nice rebound by Josh Sotto.
This combine team is really aggressive, coach.
And they're not intimidated at all. I think, you know, they probably heard the rumors of the 2 7-footers, and they have the guys going. You got a guy going to Missouri. You got a guy potentially going to the NBA. But I think they came in ready to compete and think they can come here and win this game today. Try to get the baseline drift. Good steal by Jalen. Now just slow it down and throw it inside.
Go score, big fella. Aggressive move by big fella there. I'd like to see a little bit more of that. See if we can get big fella established on the inside.
He actually has pretty good feet for a guy's size, too. I think Missouri got a good one. They got, you know, obviously it's a little raw, but when you can move and you have size and physicality, that's a good start.
Shot, Burns.
So Kenny Burns was a 2-guard primarily coming up, so it's interesting to see him try to play the point and make that, you know, see how his game is matured, because that's what he'll probably have to play at the college level, so this is going to really help him as he moves forward.
It's actually a good read by him. Guy went up on the screen, shot the shot, took his time.
I agree.
I've seen him have some really good games. But
He can get hot.
Yes. I've also seen him have some games where it seemed like he was rushing a little bit. He was trying to, you know, I think he's caught in between that. I need to be a point guard, 2-guard. You know, just sometimes you need to play and make the right plays.
Exactly. And especially with today's game, because you can be a scoring point guard. But, you know, anybody who just, like you said, makes the right play, whether it's to score or whether to make the pass, they can find value for you and get you on the court in some capacity.
Definitely.
That's Josh Sotto on the offensive glass. Snuck in between the 2 7-footers and almost got the and one. He's to be at the line for 2 free throws. Makes the first. Combine's up 9-5, 15 minutes left in the second half. Or sorry, in the first half. Now they're going a little bit pressure. TSF handled that pretty well. Kenny Burns is doing a pretty good job running the point.
Great job. Great read there. Hit the lift guy off the ball screen.
And that's what Jalen Galloway does. He's a junior, about 6'5", and right now he's a one-trick pony. He looks to shoot a lot of threes. I think the adjustment he has to make is he has to get to using his shot fake as a weapon. So guys are going to try to run him off three-point line and then just use some of his athleticism and get to the rim because he actually is a pretty good athlete. Nice find by Kenny Burns right there in the corner for Jalen Galloway. That's that guy. Just a good play overall.
Burns has made 3 straight good reads off the ball screen.
I agree. This is probably the most under control and best I've seen him play in this type of setting. Would you agree?
I would agree. I would agree. I like what he's doing out here. He's established himself as the point guard on this team, and he looks like he's trying to run the team. He's looking to score and looking to get others involved.
Just looks poised and under control, though. Nice pass with the right hand, a lefty.
Kick.
We'll take that shot. That's a good basketball, though.
Great basketball. TSF, great basketball. Look, it seems like TSF has got themselves under control, and now they're getting, you know, they're getting something established here on the offensive end.
They are, because earlier I thought Combine, they kind of came in here and took the momentum, took the fight to them. But now they've slowed and settled down, and they're kind of getting the shots that they want to get. Probably a little too perimeter for me and you.
Yeah.
But they are getting good shots, though. They like this little action here. And that's why a lot of people like Kai Sotto, because he can pop out and shoot the ball from the perimeter as well. What have you seen in Kai?
You know what? Really, really skilled. Obviously, I would like to see him change ends of the floor, establish himself a little bit more defensively. Right there, he had a tough rebound, which I haven't seen
Out of
him
his
do
area.
well.
I
He
agree.
rebounded out his area. You know, usually he'll just, get the rebounds that come to him. So, I mean, he has a great skill package.
And a lot of length that you just can't teach. I mean, that's a tough shot right
That's
there,
a
kind of
tough
coming
shot.
off of a screen, going the opposite direction for a left-handed shooter and knocking that down. That's pretty impressive.
That's pretty good, Coach.
Nice hands by Jalen Galloway. Good block by the big fella and the stare down at the end.
I think TSF has woke up, Coach.
Yes, they have. And Jordan Black, who was getting a lot done early, we'll see if that block kind of intimidates him and slows him down. He has to continue to be aggressive going against a 7-footer. Ball swung to Rajon Blackwell.
Good pass.
Nice kick. Josh Ado's got to finish that underneath. A lot of size and length in there today, though.
Good penetration, good pass against the zone.
He seems very under control. He's a smaller point guard, but he seems to have a good feel for the game, knows how to get to his spots, and then when he gets in there, he's looking to create openings for his teammates instead of scoring for himself, and I like to see that out of a point guard, which is rare nowadays.
Yeah, he seems to be one of those guys that are a throwback point guard. You know, really looking to set the team up, really looking to make the right play, get others involved.
Josh Ado makes the first. Second shot coming up. He's lived at the free throw line so far today. As we talked about earlier, he's been their most consistent scorer. Has a nice looking stroke.
Oh,
Pressure paid off. Nice move and good pass. Good shot right there from Italian Brown. He must be a three-point specialist. Kind of running to that three-point line.
good pass.
Good pass by Kenny Burns. Kai's got to finish that. That's why I want to see the next level for him is smaller guys around the rim. He should just better jump over top of them and finish that play. You see as a replay right here, Kenny Burns, good hard drive to the left. Nice find. Kai's got a 5'11" point guard. I mean, he's got to finish that.
Got to finish that play. Got to finish that play. He got fouled down low, but he still has to finish that play. He has a great looking stroke.
Ooh, like a guard, doesn't it?
Yes, looks good.
And he's lefty, so I always think that gives you an advantage. It puts me in the mind of like a Sam Perkins type guy. When you're a big guy who's a lefty that can shoot it, I think it makes you dangerous.
Coach, he took us back with Sam Perkins, Coach.
Sometimes I date myself. I don't know a young lefty that can shoot it that's a big right now, though.
Yeah, me either. I'll take Sam Perkins, Coach.
So we had a little token press right here by TSF just to kind of control tempo. We are playing with a shot clock here today, a 24-second shot clock.
Which I love, by the way. Great move. Great move.
We talked about the Italian Brown earlier as a three-point shooter, but right there he showed the ability to get to the rim and finish with his left hand. Getting back to the shot clock, I think it's tremendous. I think 24 might be a little too short of a shot clock for the young guys. I would like to see him play at 30, like college. But nice drive and kick by Kenny Burns right there to Jalen, who's knocked down his third three of the game.
I'm impressed with Burns so far, Coach.
Played well.
He's made some great plays today.
And Jalen Galloway, who is one of the best juniors in the class that a lot of people don't talk about because he's playing at the Skills Factory. He's not on the regular high school circuit. But I would say if he was playing in the public school league, Georgia High School, with that size and length and ability to shoot the ball, he probably would have a little bit more buzz around his name.
I would agree with you, Coach. I would agree because I've seen him on several occasions, and what he really can do is shoot the ball. And as you know, in college, when you got a guy that can shoot the ball, it really helps you win ball games.
Especially if you have size and length and the ability to be able to get that shot off at the next level as well.
Exactly. Especially with the way guys are playing now, spacing the floor. Everybody's trying to play 4 out, 1 in. And he's a guy
Sometimes
that
5 out, Coach.
Sometimes 5 out. You know, I watched Alabama and LSU, and I didn't see anybody in the paint the other day. I was like, Jesus.
On either team.
Yes. I'm like, man, is anybody going to get a layup?
You know, that's what the game's going to. And, you know, all big guys have always wanted to be guards, but it was discouraged. We always forced them to get down there and play around the rim, but now it's encouraged. You know, everybody wants everybody, you know, the big guys to be able to handle the ball, put it on the floor, make reads and passes and shoot the ball. I think KG probably was the beginning of that. A guy, you know, a big guy who was a 7-footer who could shoot the ball from the perimeter. And now it's expanded where you got Kevin Durant, who's a true wing at 6'10", 6'11".
Coach, I remember KG. But even KG, if we only let him shot to, he only got to shoot it to the elbow. Coach.
I agree.
He was not shooting the three.
I agree. I agree. Towards the end of his career, maybe, but yes, I agree. And people were still mad about that.
Yeah. Oh, he need to get in the post.
Now if somebody shoots a back to the basket, turnaround jump shot, or jump hook, everybody looks confused.
Hey, man.
I still think it's a place for that in the game. I think, everything goes in cycles, and I think it's going to come back around where the true big will come back around because I still, to my heart, believe basketball should be played inside out.
No doubt, Coach. No doubt. They would call us old school. I'm a little bit of both. I went to Oregon. We were just running gun, but we also did try to establish a post presence early on in the game because you got to try to get to the foul line. You got to win the foul line game.
Have to.
If you don't get to the foul line, you're not attacking the rim. You're not getting free throws, points from the free throw line. It's hard to win basketball games.
At the highest level. 2 free throws by Josh Sotto right there, who again has lived at the free throw line. I think that makes 6 made free throws for him already. 21-16 TSF, 11-28 in the first half left. Surprisingly, the shot clock hasn't bothered these guys. They're getting into their sets, and their action's pretty good. Both coaches have done a good job with these teams.
They are. I love the set.
Great pass by Kai Sotto.
Great,
big time.
Great read. Great call, Coach, out of the timeout. I like it.
And I really like the way Jalen Galloway went back door and finished that with 2 hands off of 1 foot.
He did.
I'm telling you, Coach, I don't know if it's just this setting or what's going on, but Jalen Galloway has been really, really impressive tonight.
Been impressive. Couple finishes, couple threes.
3 threes.
3 threes. I like it. I've been impressed with the big fella too, Soto.
I have too. Extremely skilled and has a good feel for the game as well. Nice, simple play by Kenny Burns.
Oh, good take.
That's Chin Hao Mei. He's a 2020 guard, 6'5". Nice drive. Could have forced the 3 out the corner, but a nice shot fake, got to the rim and finished with a nice little runner.
After struggling early on, Coach, TSF is taking this lead, and they're trying to expand this thing.
Good timeout by Combine Academy. Like you said, TSF has all the momentum. Coach Steve Jekowitz, great timeout by him, trying to settle his guys down. Hopefully he can try to get them to speed the tempo up. He's going to have to have some kind of pressure package, some kind of trapping package, because TSF is just too big and can score the ball down here. So if you can't force them to play faster and turn them over, it's going to be a long game.
I think Combine's struggling a little bit in defensive transition. Obviously the shots are not bad, but when you miss shots, you got to get back. Got to get back in transition. TSF has gotten a couple transition buckets, easy transition buckets that you can't give up and try to win the ball game.
Especially when you're the smaller team. That's the other thing you'll have to be able to do. Because they're so big on the inside, it's going to be hard to finish at the rim. You're going to have to make perimeter shots.
They are, and I think that's why TSF is in the zone. They started out man-to-man, and I think they figured, ooh, great read, great pass.
Big fella got to finish that.
TSF guards are doing a good job of making plays and making the right plays.
And that time, that was Darren Patrick with a nice drive and kick, and then he was patient when he got the ball back, didn't force it. Big fella, you can see he's still raw. Got to get a little bit of motor on him, but he doesn't have a bad touch. It's kind of like he's just trying to kind of figuring out his niche and what he does well.
Yeah, he still looks like he's still trying to figure it out.
Josh Sotto with a missed 3. Rebound by Chin Maho. They are letting big fella handle the ball out and do some dribble handoffs, which is going to be good for his development. And now you just got to be dunking these around the rim.
Oh, you got to touch that big fella. It's okay. He's struggling. It's okay. It's all right, big fella.
Now get back. Keep playing.
Combine had numbers. They got to try to score in transition, get some easy buckets. Not let TSF get set up, because once TSF gets set up in that zone, it's hard to score.
They're just too big.
Yeah.
And that was a easy opportunity that they kind of wasted right there. Baseline out of bounds. Ball swinging around. We got 52 just subbed into the game. We don't have a jersey number on him.
Good looking shot.
Who knocked that down, Coach?
That was our guy. Rajon Blackwell.
Rajon Blackwell.
Yeah.
Smart little player.
Yeah. You said Coach said he's been playing pretty well the last couple games. Had 27
he did.
Last outing, right?
Yes, he did. Spartanburg Methodist.
Come on, big fella. Get up.
That's what we want to see out of the big fella. with a little anger and aggression, too, didn't he?
I like it. I like it. Throw it down, big fella.
Again, that's number 23, Jordan Wilmore. He is headed to Missouri. Was out at Mount Zion Prep last year. Josh Sotto has shown us a little bit of everything. He does good footwork, uses his shot fake well. Hasn't shot the ball well from the perimeter, but he's gotten into the paint, got to the foul line. Also made some good passes when he got around the rim.
He seems to be a pretty good player. I would say he's probably a low major player. You said the Citadel.
You had Holy Cross, Citadel, and Bucknell have all offered.
Wow, Bucknell.
Bucknell's a good program.
Oh, you know what that means? That means
High
pretty smart.
academic kid.
Must be a high.
3.8 GPA.
Okay, makes sense.
Rajon with another open look from three. He's got to knock that down. And this is the defensive transition you're talking about. They got to get back and set their defense quicker. Because TSF is driving them and making the right passes. That's the kind of turnovers that Combine's going to need if they want to stay in the game.
Got to finish this play.
Okay, and that's what we wanted to see right there. Josh with a little athleticism.
I like that. Sneaky athletic.
I didn't expect that, Coach.
Neither did I.
Now they're in a man-to-man. Got a little bit more energy. But I think they got to trap these ball screen situations right there. That's Chin Hamo. Come up and knock down a three. He's already made a nice floater and a three.
Tough shot.
Yeah, probably a force by Josh right there trying to go at Jordan Wilmore. He's too big. I wouldn't try to go on him one-on-one in that situation. Maybe get him something on the move. And this is where they got to score. They got to first force turnovers and then get out and run and try to score in transition. That's probably another force by Josh. He's their scorer, though, but he's got to be a little bit more patient with his shot selection.
Yeah, got to get better shots. If you want to get back into this game, they got to get better shots.
Three by Chin. Missed it. Nice kick. That's number one. Donovan Grant. He's a 2020 6'5" wing. Knocking down a nice standstill three.
Okay.
Combine answers back. That's number 24, Emmanuel Prosper with the three from straight away.
Back-to-back threes. Can't have fouls in the backcourt.
And they're trying to pressure them, but they've only forced one turnover that I can remember. I remember Josh Sotto got a turnover off the inbounds pass. For the most part, TSF has done a good job handling the pressure package and also turning it into easy baskets. So they either probably need to go into a different press or they got to keep the tempo fast, though, so I don't think they can come out of it.
No, they have to. There's no way that they could slow this game down and win with the size of TSF. And
unfortunately, I think they have a short bench, too, so that makes it a little bit difficult on them as well.
But they will be able to get back in the game with the shot clock, with 24-second shot clock.
Could have been enough possessions, right?
No doubt.
That's another tough shot by Donovan Grant. Nice fadeaway. I mean, Kai's comfortable getting the defensive rebound and pushing tempo.
He is. He seems to be in much better shape than from the earlier this season. Earlier this season when I saw him, he looked like he was a little bit out of shape, but he seems to be rounded into shape, and he looks like a big-time player. He's definitely a high-major basketball player.
No question about it. When you got a kid that's 7 foot, can shoot the ball from the perimeter and can handle the ball, especially the way the game is played today, I mean, high-major programs are looking for guys like that because you can do so many different things with them. High ball screen with Kenny Burns and Kai Sotto right here. They're switching everything, so he has a mismatch. Nice pass by Jalen Galloway. Having a little difficulty getting that shot clock to stop and reset, but young fella's over there giving it his best effort.
He's trying over there, man. He's trying.
He is.
He's definitely not a shot clock expert. I actually think that's one of the TSF players. He must be out injured.
He is. I think
the guard.
Rico Holloman.
No, that's not him.
But he's injured. They said that's why he's not playing. They twisted his ankle a couple days ago.
Okay. I've been reading on Twitter where he had a couple of big games, so I was kind of excited to see him today. But he's been having some ankle issues all year.
Yep. And then also 2 other guys from TSF have gone on to college. Markeith Browning has gone on to Coffeyville Community College. And then Kobe, I can't remember what his last name is. Nice pass and finish right there to Jordan. Has gone on to UAB.
Okay. Oh, good finish. Good finish.
Nice finish by Matt Davis in transition.
That's how you attack a press, coach.
And they've been doing it all night. Oh. I think he tried to bounce it off his head to go out of bounds, but it ended up staying in bounds there. And 52, who we do not have a name on, I think he has a different jersey than he normally wears, drove it strong to the basket and was able to get fouled at the rim.
I think the referee told him to come out.
And he's not listed as well, but the coach gave me his information. He normally plays on the other team, but because of the injuries, they brought him up. That's number 5, Marshall Robertson for TSF. I think he normally plays on the high school team. He's playing with the national team today.
Okay, okay. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like the referee told him to take him out. Make sure he's not. I think he's over there getting a concussion test.
Yeah, I think he's all right, though. Everything is a concussion nowadays.
Everything is a concussion.
I am about player safety, though.
Oh, good establishment in the post. Good seal, great pass.
Seal. Terrific pass by Kenny Burns, who again has played high-level point guard basketball today, and I'm happy to see him doing this.
I am too. I've been impressed with him today. Really, really impressed.
I think that foul was on Emmanuel Prosper. No, that wasn't Emmanuel. That was Jordan Black. Athletic block right there, because I thought that was for sure going to be a dunk for Kai Sotto. He had Rajon Blackwell buried in the post up under the rim.
Deep position, coach. Deep position.
Should have been a dunk, but we'll take the strong finish. And then, as you know, he's a great free throw shooter. Nice touch. TSF has stayed in this 2-2-1. They don't mind playing an up-tempo game.
Great shot.
That's Jordan Black again. He started out aggressive and then kind of settled in, but now he's starting to take advantage of his mismatch with the 2-7.
Oh!
That looked like an NBA play there. He caught it outside the three-point line, took 2 steps and finished with the right hand. Statue of Liberty dunk.
Pretty good, coach.
Nice finish. That's Emmanuel Prosper there. Nice finish, aggressive take to the rim. That's the one thing for the size and the length of the guys at TSF. They're not really big-time shot blockers.
Not at all. Not at all. I think they're the kind of guys, they're not very, very athletic. They're big, but not athletic. So I think that's the reason why TSF is in his zone, because I don't think those guys will be able to cover out on the perimeter, especially with Combine being as small as they are.
And that was Jalen Galloway with a nice drive and finish in the mid-range jump shot. He's played really well today as well. That's Jordan Brown again, who's found a way to score around the rim. He's not intimidated by the size at all. Oh, nice shot fake.
Oh,
and the foul.
Coach, Sotto is very impressive today. Very, very impressive.
Has the skill set of a wing, but he's 7 foot and he's lefty.
Coach, that's a big-time move. You know, pump fake at the 3, get to the paint, be under control.
Finish with your weak hand too.
Finish with the weak hand. Take the contact.
If he's from the United States with this skill set and was coming up on the circuit, I'm pretty sure he'd be a top 20, top 30 guy.
Coach, I'm thinking maybe top 10 with the way he played today.
I agree. I think that's hard to argue with, Coach. I just know that everybody would be after him.
No doubt. I'm going to call a couple people today and be like, I don't know what his situation is, you know, because I've heard some things just like you about him going pro. But
you need to look into it and find out.
I think I will, Coach, because he's a guy that would definitely be on my radar once I get another job, Coach.
I hear that. Makes the game a lot easier when you got big guys who can make plays, whether it's shooting the ball from the perimeter or putting the ball on the floor. Great hustle effort right here on the sideline. I think, did we end up with a jump ball?
No, I think Combine got a timeout over here on the sideline.
So we ended up getting the ball. So we got ball going on the short sideline down here. Combine ball down 14, 4:24 left in the first half. This has been an exciting, high-paced, high-scoring first half game.
Definitely has, Coach. I'm trying to wonder, I've been talking about defense lately. Maybe it's just the 24-second shot clock, Coach. Maybe you can't play defense for 24 seconds because these guys are putting some points up today.
There's also just so many possessions because you can't hold the ball. Decisions have to be made quicker. Just with the length of time that you have to make a play and the skill level of guys, it probably does make it a little bit more difficult. I think also, you can't hand check and play as physical as we did growing up. So if you can't play physical, you can't hand check, and you got more possessions, probably leads to more points.
Yeah, tough to play defense that way, Coach, especially with some of the speed and athleticism in the game today. These guys are, whew. I mean, we had some guys, but it was a few. Now it seems like everybody is quick and can jump.
Just like in the highlight we just saw, Josh Sotto coming down the middle with the nice dunk that we saw earlier. He's a 6'3", 6'4" wing. Back in the day, 6'3", 6'4" guys are coming out shooting floaters in that situation. Now they're dunking it.
Over the rim, Coach.
Everybody's head above the rim.
TSF is huge in his zone.
It looked like a zone, but then they end up going man.
Great read off the ball screen.
Jordan Brown rushed that a little bit, I think, just to the size and the length in there bothered him. He tried to rush it. TSF with the foul in the backcourt. Got Darren Patrick taking it out. Kenny Burns running the point.
A little pressure here.
Going to a horns action.
Great aggressive defense by Combine.
And that's what they got to do if they want to win the game. And that was number 10, Dorian Hill with the steal and finish. But you can't blink an eye because they're down here and they're passing the ball to Kai Sotto, and he's so skilled, he's up on the rim, laying it up with his right hand.
Defensive transition, Coach. Got to get back in defensive transition. I think that's the toughest thing to teach to young kids.
I agree.
Transition.
Turnover, we got Kenny Burns. Transition,
Great
nice
pass.
kick. What a find. He's made good decisions all night, Coach.
Coach, I know he's still out there searching for a scholarship, Coach. I definitely be calling some guys about him today because this is the best I've seen him play.
I wasn't sure that he could play the point guard, but after watching this, I feel pretty comfortable that he's at worst a combo that can get you spot minutes at the point, and he might be a full-time point from what we've seen today.
Coach, what that shows me is that he's worked. I mean, obviously that's what you do when you come to a prep school. When you get that extra year, I got to finish that. When you get that extra year, you want to see guys get better.
Exactly.
And I think he's used his extra year of high school or prep school or whatever you want to call it, and he's gotten better.
It also seems like he's studying the game because he's just making better decisions.
Exactly.
That was a little careless pass right there, though. I think we talked him up.
A lot of layups missed, Coach. That's 2 layups missed.
Can't miss those when you're down 17 because Kai's not missing that.
Oh,
yes,
that's the third one.
He's just so skilled, though.
Yeah, he's very skilled, Coach. Great hands. 1-on-3 here.
Good decision not to go up on the 7-footer. Combine, they're just a little out of sync right now. I mean, they're down 19 with 3 minutes left in the first half. Josh Sotto, their leading scorer, is not playing. Coach is trying to get his starters back in now. He tried to get some other guys some minutes to kind of give his guys a break, but Skills Factory team is just too skilled for that. Got a little bit of a mix-up with Kai Sotto on a ball screen situation. Got a little testy, but guys, kept composed.
Nothing wrong with a little competition, Coach. A little competition. Combine trying to make a comeback. They need to do something.
They got to show some fight and some toughness. That was number 10, Dorian Hill, got tangled up with Kai Sotto at the top of the three-point line and a ball screen, but cooler heads prevailed. The referees did a good job slowing everything down, and fortunately, there were no issues for either team. Kenny Burns coming off a high ball screen with Jordan Wilmore. Nice crossover into it. Jordan Wilmore has actually rebounded the ball and pursued it out of his area. Kicked it back to Kenny Burns for 3.
Kenny Burns.
Playing well.
Turn around and see if it's some college coaches here today.
They should be.
If it's some college coaches here today, they need to be talking about Kenny Burns because he's played well.
Oh, nice pass. Oh,
great pass.
We didn't see that.
Good job of breaking the press.
Excellent pass over the top. And then that was Darren Patrick with the athletic finish at the rim. He's going to have to do more of that tonight.
He looks like he has the body and looks like he seems to be athletic, coach. He need to get a little bit more done.
I agree. Josh Ado just has not been able to make any shots from the perimeter. And Jordan Wilmore is just too big. Great block right there underneath the rim. Right idea, though. Kenny probably had to get all the way to the corner, give him a little bit better angle for that pass.
Defensive transition, coach.
See what kind of decision he makes. Stops for three.
I don't know about that decision, coach.
I agree with you. Probably want to get something at the rim in that situation. They had the advantage, and you had a 7-footer running down. Probably a little too deep right there, but I think that's what he does. To shoot the ball from the perimeter. Donovan Grant, number 1 for TSF, has been active as well. Jordan Wilmore with the offensive rebound, finished with the left hand. He's been able to. He's tried to use both hands around the rim. He's not intimidated by that. You know, I think me and you would probably like to see him power through and dunk some of those, but maybe that'll come with time and maturation.
Well, obviously, coach, you know, he's over here at TSF right now. I think he got over here late because in the beginning of the year I didn't see him, or maybe he wasn't playing, or maybe he was trying to get some eligibility stuff taken care of. But he doesn't look to be in quite mid-season shape yet. But I think once he rounds into shape, coach, he can be a problem.
And Quanzo Martin has done a good job with his bigs over there in Missouri, and you know he's going to get guys in shape and they'll be physically ready. So that could be half the battle for him.
But one thing, he looks like he's a physical presence.
I agree.
One thing about Quanzo Martin team, they're going to be physical.
They're going to beat you up. It's going to feel like a football game.
It's going to be a football game, coach. You better be ready to go into combat. What's the little pads that they wear now? You better have some of them on, the little body pads and the
on your legs, on your chest, all that.
You need to have it when you go to play Missouri, coach.
Turnover force right here. See if Josh Ado, nice pass with the left hand. He's got to make that.
Foul on the box out.
I really like this Josh Ado kid. He can do a lot of things. That was D'Italian Brown with the 3-point attempt right there, and I think he's a sniper. He's made 2 deep threes, but he's also missed 2 right now that they need him to make. They're down 22 with under a minute left in the first half.
Oh.
That's Toya Solomon with the missed 3.
See a lot of guys without numbers taking 3-point shots, coaching transition. I know that's where the game is going to, but you also got to have numbers, at least so you can have some guys down there to rebound.
And play your game. If that's not your game, then don't take that shot. That's Jalen Galloway. He's got to be close to 20 points because he's made 4 threes, got a couple finishes in transition. He's played really well today.
Yes, he has, coach.
Dorian Hill with the drive. Got fouled in transition on a little bit of a floater. Got the replay right here. Rajon Blackwell drove in, ran into a brick wall.
Got a little too deep, coach. Got a little too deep.
Then we got Jalen Galloway by himself. Nice, easy finish in transition.
Now, his dad went to Georgia State, didn't he?
I'm not sure.
I think his dad went to Georgia State. I remember, you know, I think he was around about our time when we were playing, when we were going over to the run and shoot. Daddy could really, really jump.
Okay, nice.
Have big-time hops. Now, not sure. I know you coached at Georgia State for a long time, helped to win a lot of championships, and I'm not sure if he's on the wall over there, but I think he did go to Georgia State for a little while. I don't know if he was there his full time, but I think he was there.
Okay, I'm going to look into that. That would make sense. He's actually a pretty good athlete as well.
Yeah, as he showed on that dunk.
Yep. 2 seconds left. Combine going the length of the court. I really thought it should have been TSF ball. I think there's a little confusion by the referees right there. Yep.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Nope. The parents tried to talk him into it, but the ref stuck with his guns. They need some momentum or something positive to happen going into the half.
Oh! At the half, coach, we got 62-38.
Looks like an NBA score.
Coach, it's going to be a tough hill to climb for Combine.
I would agree. I would agree. Great first half, though. Hope you guys have enjoyed so far here on DSUV2 TV. 62 TSF, 38 Combine Academy. We'll be back for more action in the second half.